Hi, hello, my name is Sammy, and today I want to show you a bit around in the new low-code, no-code bot tool that Microsoft has announced this week at Ignite. So let's have a look and see what you can do with the Power Virtual Agent and how it's quite easy to build your own bot. Let's have a look now on the app. So first of all, we need to go to the app. You can find it at powervirtualagent.microsoft.com. I'll put all the links down here, so you can just click on it. So where you can just click OK, try preview. They will ask you if you really want to make use of the preview, warn you for all those things. Once all of that is done, you will be sent to this page. So this is the start of the Power Virtual Agent preview. Keep it in mind, preview. There's still things in it, and you will notice later on that there's still some problems with it. So create a new bot, give it a name. My idea was to make a small bot where you can ask what's the exchange rate to US dollars or to Great Britain pounds. So we'll call it my currency bot and click create. Notice on my screen the really nice animation they added to it. I really love the robot they made. It's really cool. So we'll just wait for a couple of seconds more. And there it is. So what do we see on the first side? On the left side we have a nice little menu with not too many items, and we have our home. That's what you see right now, and that's purely documentation. How do you need to build the bot, how do you need to deploy it, how do you look at the performance monitoring, and so on. And then on the bottom side, some extra videos, link to documentation, and sharing your thoughts. The next one is topics, analytics, and deploy. And here on the bottom you have a small button to show you your chatbot. Well, we've created an empty bot, but is it really empty? Well, let's have a look. Say, hello, agent. Oh, it's already replying. So it means there's already something pre-configured for us. And to configure the bot, everything is in topics. So let's have a look at the topics side. And we see there's already 24 different topics being deployed at the user topic section and another 8 at the system section. So what is a topic? Well, let's open one and see how it looks. Let's say store hours. So when is a shop open or closed? These are all examples pre-built in. Each time you make a new bot, for now, they'll be all populated with those ones. So you can they call it a topic. I would say it's more a kind of dialogue, and you'll see later on why I'm calling it like that. And a dialogue needs to be triggered by another dialogue, or that's how they call it here, another topic, or a sentence. So here we will have trigger phases. So if you say, are you closed now? It means you start the store hours topic. So let's give it a try here. Is the shop open? Let's see if it replies on that. I have no idea. Sorry, I didn't understand that. But it gives you some feedback. Did you mean store hours, store location, or none of the above? It already helped you. So I was talking about store hours. I'm happy to help you with store hours. Which locations are you interested in? Okay, as you see, we started to go in some flow. So what we see here is the name of our topic or the dialogue, just some small description that we can give, and a bunch of trigger phrases. And then on the right hand side, you have the button Go to Authoring Canvas. If you click on that one, again, you have a list of all the triggering phrases, and then all the things the bot needs to say. Oh, sorry. So it starts with bot says, okay, I'm happy to help with store location. And that's the sentence. Which location are you interested in? So the user can give here, choose out of different buttons. If you want to add another one, I'm from Ghent, so let's say Ghent, Belgium, and we call the other ones USA. Alright. There's no option yet to pull it, to change the order of it. That would be a nice little feat. Now, next one is, depending on your output, it will go into another flow. So it might also say that your user says none of these of the above selected. So none of these options is what the user clicked on or just said. But we'll just go into the flow now. So the user said Seattle, USA. The answer will be okay, or Seattle store hours are open, and blah blah blah. And the conversation is ended. So if you do that now here, I say Seattle or Seattle store hours are blah blah blah. Did that answer your question? Yes or no? So this is a feedback question. I will show you later also how you can add that yourself. So we'll say yes. Okay, great. Please rate your experience. It was a nice experience. Thanks for your feedback. Anything else? No, thank you. Thanks for chatting with me and bye. Okay, that's nice. But to be honest, I would like to have more dynamic data. And that's why I also gave the little example of a currency chatbot. So we will go back to topics. Oh yeah, we changed something. I'll just say save. Go to topics. Let's just go to topics. All right. We say we want to add a new topic. Give it currency rates. This topic will help you to get the currency rates of different. Let's keep it like that. So, and how do you want to trigger the phrase, the topic? Let's say, what is the exchange rate? We'll just add one. Of course, it's better you add more, then the bot can get smarter. And we need to save the topic. All right. After saving, we only get the option to go to authoring canvas. So we asked what is the exchange rate, and then we can start. Okay, let's say the bot says, to what currency do you want to convert? And then the user says, nothing yet, but we output his answer to a variable. I'll call it currency. Variable type as text, can be age, number, or currency. Okay, we'll just keep it with text for now. I will remove this line, because the moment we fill here items, and like let's say we say okay, USD, we can add other ones, GBP, but then we get buttons. I'll just give you an example, and as you notice, it immediately generated for me the different conditions. So I'll just save it and show you how it looks. So if I say now, what is the exchange rate? Notice I made a writing mistake and it didn't get that. So what is the exchange rate Oh, sorry. You have to refresh the bot to get the latest content. So what is the my typing skills? What's the exchange rate? Okay, to what currency do you want to convert? US dollar, GBP, and so on. But that's not what we want. You see now how it's possible, and still we send the output to a variable that we could use later on. I just want the user to have open text, so he can fill in anything he wants. It means also we need to remove these conditions. So we have our currency, it's saved up into a variable, and now we want to call an action. So I made a flow task. In my solution folder, Power Virtual Agent demo. Well, that's also new since Ignite. Flow is called now Power Automate. So it's more now than just functions. Now there's also an RPA tool. That's a video for later I will do. So I made a small, very small, you can call it an API, because at the end you will call it through an HTTP request in the backend. And what does it do? It receives a request that has a value currency, that is a type of string. I initialize a variable currency, so I receive the currency, then I would be able to send it to any other currency rate API. That's not what I put in my time in now for this one, but if you know how Flow works, then Power Automate, then you'll manage to get that done also. And I send a response where I say, okay, rate, I just got a random number between 1 and 100. I saved it, and that's done. I can use this now as an action in my Power Virtual Agent. One point to keep track of: if you go to your Power Flow and you just create a new my flows, sorry, and you just create a new flow here, it will not be found. You need to add it into a solution. But it's also good to keep all your tasks that you use within your bot together. So I created my solution here, and then I created a new flow from there on. Keep in mind, your flow task your Power Automate task needs to be within the solution. So, easily done. If I say action, I will get a list of all the Power Automate tasks that I created, and I can click it. That's just it. So it immediately recognizes, okay, flow inputs, currency gets value from, I choose my variable, and flow output gives one value, it says rate. Now we can say further on, okay, so we call our action, bot says the currency rate from euro to is rate. And then we can end with a survey. See how easily I added that survey? Just click. And what I liked also, this is maybe not the best example of it, but what we could do is, if we do a user response, I'll just add it this way. I'll remove it afterwards. Bot says, yeah. And it's none of the above conditions. We can take the line and connect it back. Undo. I did something small wrong. Alright, let's just say it like that. the cool thing is that you can reconnect your items. What I'm missing though on this item, so I'll just go back to where we were. User responses, validating them easily, like it needs to be minimum 3 characters, or like email validation through regex or something. It's not there. Is it coming? Maybe, probably, but not at the moment. So what do we have now? I'll save what we have. Start over with latest content. And let's do it again. What is the exchange rate? To what currency do you want to convert? Let's say to Great British Pound. It will call the API, call the flow task. Currency rate from Euro to GBP is 60. Did that answer your question? Yes. And I'm very happy. Thank you for your feedback. No thanks. So that's building the bot. If you're in one topic, it's also quite easy to go to another topic. Let's just open one of the others. Let's say pay bill. The authoring. This is quite a much bigger one. And we can say, so the end of a conversation is always end with a survey. Next step can be a bot says, an action go to or transfer to agent. We'll discuss that in a later moment. Now we'll go to go to. With go to you can choose any of the other topics that you have defined. So I could go straight from this one to currency rate, for example. And then it will just go on in that task. Enough about the topics. Next part you have on the left side in your menu is the analytics side, where you have a nice Power BI report that will give a summary of your chatbot. I will hide this so it's a bit bigger. But of course, yeah, it's quite empty now. Counts the amount of sessions, engagement, resolutions. If the answer that was given was good, that's from the feedback. Escalation, if you're calling an agent, a personal agent, abandon and CSAT and so on. And some other reports about customer satisfaction. Well, since it's an empty bot, it can't show you a lot. And you can download all the conversations that were done in the last 30 days up to, well, it's said 1,000 sessions. Okay, now we've built a bot, now we want to deploy it. Well, at the moment, there's only a web version, a web chat version. But let's just deploy it now on the demo website. We need to give it a welcome message. Hello from the currency bot. And tell the user what kind of trigger phrases they can use. What is the exchange rate? Publish. And we immediately get a sandbox environment where we can try the bot. All nicely and neat. So we say here, hello agent. And we can go on. What is the exchange rate? Kenyan shillings. Did that answer your question? No. Just for some extra data in our data set. Talk to an agent. Now this will not do anything since it's not configured. Now, if you go back now, close configuration, we will see here in the future extra channels, just as we have on the bot registration channel on Azure for the bot framework. We will for sure see in the near future to deploy bots to Facebook Messenger, to I don't know if they will still add Skype for Business, but Teams for sure, and some others. Maybe also the web chat function through the React component, direct line API. We'll see what they will add. If we scroll down, We already see pictures of Microsoft Teams and Facebook, so it should be coming soon. Do you want to add this bot on your own website? Then for now, they give you some iframe that you can add just to your page. Do you want to remove your bot? Go to configuration, general settings, delete bot. Here you also find the option transfer to agent. And for now, the only option is to link it to your Dynamics 365 omnichannel. So I hope this gave you a quite nice overview of what the Power Virtual Agent does. And I hope I will see you next time.